Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Guard Up Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Reed. I'm here by myself for now. The team will be joining me soon. But listen, man, we get to see some Knicks basketball today. We actually got to see Karl Anthony Towns in action, Mikal Bridges in action, and the rest of the squad, man. It's finally we get to see some Knicks basketball, man. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute. So shout out to our Knicks. So let's get some stats going real quick. Since the guys left me up here by myself, I'm not gonna make them feel bad too much. Not too much. I'm gonna try my best not to make them feel bad today, but they'll be here shortly. So let's get right into the stats, man. Like I said, it was good to see these guys play. We expected the starting lineup not to play much, and as you can see, everybody was like, "Yeah, Tibbs is gonna make these guys play the whole game," because the running joke with Tibbs. But anyway, I started none of the starters saw over 15 minutes. Josh Hart, 15 minutes. Carl, 15, 15. Uh, so when it comes to finally getting to see, because we can talk about two halves of the game, because the first half is one, clearly the one that we're going to talk about the most. But the second half was a completely different game, and we'll get into that soon. But getting to see Karl Anthony Towns in action with Jalen Brunson, it was good. It was good. We won. First of all, we got the dub. That's always a good thing. But if I really want to get into it, I think that you're starting to see, especially with the starting lineup, it was a little bit I don't want to say clunky, but you can tell the guys are trying to fill each other out and to see uh where each player likes to be on the court, and that's something that I expected personally. I definitely expected that because you putting a bunch of guys on the team, especially you talk about Cat. Macau, I think he probably fits in a little bit more. You know what I mean? That's not fits in, slides in easier because pause. No diddy. He slides into the rotation a little bit easier because you don't have to integrate him too much into it. He's not a ball dominant guy. Off ball screens and cuts and stuff like that. Really, really good at that. But as far as Cat, just getting him the shots and the spots that he's comfortable, seeing when he wants the ball, when he wants to put the ball on the floor, that was good to see. And it was also good that Jalen also let him feel that part of the game out. Like, yeah, all right, go ahead, just get your thing going and do whatever you got to do. But personally, I wanted to see a little bit more. All right, preface this by saying preseason. This is preseason, guys. So like a lot of the commentary we're gonna have, this is just preseason. That just preface for the conversation. I would have liked to see more drives by Cat, but obviously there probably was an understanding amongst the team, amongst players, amongst the medical staff. Like, just go out there and have a little bit of fun. Don't do too much. Just get a feel for the game with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have liked to see him drive to the basket a little bit more. He was taking a lot of those deep threes. Like, my man wasn't even close to the 3-point line. He was just pulling. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to him for that. You know what I mean? It's a part of the game that we definitely don't get to see. And I guess finally getting to see it in the flow of the offense, we can actually sit here and the team, the coaching staff can sit down and break down film with these guys and show them what works best and stuff like that. But the offense from the starting lineup definitely wasn't the smoothest, especially in the first half. It just wasn't the smoothest. It was a little bit of guys just wanted to feel each other out to see. I gotta stop saying that. These guys just wanted to see what worked for each guy. So you know what I mean. That's what I kind of expected. On my end. Let's get into this. Shout out to the chat. My guys is here. My guys are here. My guy, my Toxic says, he said, "Yo, I'm with Apollo. Let's go, my guy." It's talked about. You say this every show. I know it's you, bro. We know you, man. Come on. We here, bro. I got you. I know it's you. Sometimes you ain't even gotta say nothing. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, Ralph, yep, that's toxic. We got you, man. You part of the team, man. You here with us. He's I'm just about to play squint. Yeah, man. Yeah, already. That boat has already sailed today. Shout out to Wade Waves in the building. IP star. He said, glad you caught that. I'm probably sure he's talking about part of the offense. Jelani, my guy. You're how you doing? How you doing? Oh, hold on. We got somebody backstage. Let's see. Oh, somebody knocking on the door. Gotta let him in the crib, man. What's going on, cuz?
What up? What up?
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good. What you talking about? The Knicks?
I think so. I think that's what we on right now. I think that's what we on. Shout out, my bad. I was saying shout out Lonnie. He said Deuce and Kolick were balling. Landry got active too. I was really looking to see Landry get active because for the simple reason that I saw that last one. Yeah, your toxic is crazy.
You ain't lying though.
He's not lying. I hate it too. Yeah, Landry. I was talking about Landry Shamet. I really wanted to see him because clearly he's one of the guys that he doesn't have a guaranteed contract on this team. So you want to see him what he can bring to this roster. And I kind of was asking Christian. I forgot his Christian Win. I don't want to say his name wrong, so I'm gonna go look before I start speaking. Just to shout him out, give him his credit. Um, let's see, where is he? I spoke to him earlier on Twitter. Actually, this was yesterday, and I feel like I'm not gonna find it as soon as I'm live, and I need to talk about it. Of course, this is usually it. Christian Winfield. I was gonna say it right. I was saying Landry. I hope he can fill a shooting spot if he earns Tibbs' trust. I don't know much about the other end of the floor right now because I didn't know. I didn't get to really see. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens is basically my standpoint on that. And then he responded, he retweeted it and said, Tibbs has been complimentary of Landry Shamet on the defensive end. Story already filed and will be out soon. So clearly Tibbs is on board with Landry Shamet, and that's what I was looking forward to seeing because that is part of what we lost with Dante. Hope we don't ever lose Deuce. Anyway, the Dante aspect, you know what I'm saying? That's what bothered me about losing Dante. It was how much of a shooter he was in clutch situations and taking, pull up shots and taking those deep threes when you really need to have a shot. And guys aren't scared, and a lot of guys are scared to take those shots. And also stepping up defensively and being, a two-way guy, scrappy guy, guard that can really get in there. And it's exactly what Dante did, and that's really what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Landry Shamet could fill that void because that to me was what we really lost the most. I think we can fill in some on most of what we got from Julius, but especially when it comes to Cat. But if you look at the trade was for two guys for one. So I mean,
Right.
we lost two separate things in one. So if we can get something close to what we were losing with Dante, that's what I was looking forward to seeing. So it was good to see Landry Shamet get out there and get some work in. I think he ended up having like 16 points or something like that.
Yeah.
So I shout out to Landry Shamet. Shout out to Landry Shamet. What else we got here from the people? Coach, salute to you, man. Jelani said Cat look awkward. Which this guy, he's got big feet. Sometimes it could be a little clunky, but he did all right. I give him, like I said, like I was saying earlier, I would have liked to see more drives to the basket. But I do think there was some aspect of keep these guys healthy, just throw the ball out there, see what these guys can do. I don't want these guys to get into too much trouble. And you saw Cat do that. He did get to the basket one. He caught it off the inbound and drove right past it, all the way to the basket and got the bucket. So that's what you want to see. If Cat can do that without turning the ball over, because that's usually where he can. Like he gets his head full of steam, he starts to go down to the basket, and he doesn't stop. If there's two guys coming in to double team him, he'll keep going, and that's kind of not what you want to see. You want to get rid of it. Coach said Cat had some nice backdoor passes that didn't go. Absolutely. He saw there was one to Macau, and there was another one early in the game. But he's got, and that's what I was saying. These are the things that we lost with Julius that I think that Cat can replace. And that's just filling in the scoring void, and also just the passing. Just attract attention and get some backdoor passes and stuff like that. And this is what we were laughing at. Toxic said, I hate campaigns. I think there's a large portion of the league that probably would say the same, especially over the years. Coach said Kolek needs to be better on defense, but I believe he really plays when Mitch returns. Man, Tyler Kolek with Mitchell Robinson. That's gonna be. I would love to see that. If Mitchell Robinson is gonna come back and he's gonna be the bench big, like the bench big, like this is what he's gonna do. He's gonna be the six man. He's old 6 man or whatever. He's gonna be the guy off the bench or whatever rotation number he is. If he comes off the bench and he's that guy, him out there with Kolek, the way that Tyler Kolek is special, man.
He looked comfortable out there. I mean, I didn't get to see the whole game. I got to see some highlights, but he looked comfortable out there.
I'm sure you're probably, if you watched anywhere from the second half of the third quarter on, that's the only time that Kolek really played. You caught everything. So
I'm looking at the stats. He played 13 minutes, 11 points.
Yeah. The dude was out there. Comfortable, and that's they were saying it during the broadcast is that he played a lot of these these high minutes in college, in these tournaments. So it's like he how many years did he play? 3-4 years? Like this guy, he's got poise like well beyond his years. So I have no doubt at all that he's going to fit seamlessly right into the rotation or wherever he's needed. Especially if a guy like Campaign doesn't look like he's fitting in too much and he's doing too much or here. From what I saw tonight, man, there's nothing that Campaign can do that Tyler Kolek can't do, and if not better. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, and that's why they go out and they make these moves. Yeah, I've said this for years. I've literally said it for years. Campaign is literally Sid from Ice Age. They have the same picture. They literally have the same face, same exact face. It's crazy. Phil, my guy, salute. He said, P.S. We're having a party tomorrow at Still Knicks. Yo, guys, tomorrow, tune in at 9 p.m. to the Still Knicks fans. My guys, the Knicks nightcap crew. If you guys remember, we taking drinks, sipping some whiskey, and talking Knicks. Before, actually, that was during the playoffs, man. It was a great time, man. I just had a nice little flashback. If you guys are free. If not, you can always catch it on the replay. But yeah, man, tune over to Still Knicks fans channel. We will be there. Myself, Phil Porto, and my guys Eru and Bully. Oh, I almost said Billy. My guy Bully, man. Shout out to you guys. Hopefully you will, have a nice little discussion tomorrow. It's no hope. I think we'll have a nice discussion there. And Phil was at the game tonight, which I wasn't able to attend in Charlotte. I wish I was able to attend, but things happen. It's okay. Things are cool. So anyway, how about you, man? I did a lot of talking. Get the people going real quick. Talk to me. How'd you feel about tonight's game and what you saw from the guys, especially from Cat and Macau? First time.
I mean, I feel like Cat, he wanted to come out and show that he's ready to be a Knick. So the two shots back to back, I think it really made an impression on Knick fans. So I think he was just giving us a little taste of what is to come. So I mean, I hope he's able to keep it up. New York Knicks fans are the toughest fans out there. So I mean, it's a tall order.
He's in for a long year. Even if it is a successful year, he's going to be in for a long year. They're going to criticize everything he does, every single thing he does. They're going to criticize it. They're going to make sure they're going to pick apart the way he moves, the way he smiles, the way he giggles,
his haircut,
his haircut, everything. All of it. Like it's and he comes with the territory. Like I said, he knows it. He knows, man. He's been in the Garden before. He knows how these fans get down. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Hopefully he's got thick skin, but he does strike me as a guy that I'll say this. He he'll fit right in with the guys that we have here. And I say that by saying, how can I say this without it coming off as disrespectful? Because I love this squad. I love this team.
I mean, just say it.
These guys, this it's not the the normal bunch. They're an eclectic group. They're an eclectic group. I think that was the safest way for me to come out of what I was about to say. This is a really eclectic gathering of human beings on this basketball team. Very different. Not your normal. Very lighthearted. Guys that just like to have fun and come to work with their suitcase, get to work, go home. Some nice guys. Some really really nice guys.
I mean, one thing I would say is like I really do feel like he wants to win, and I feel like the crew of this team they want to win, so I feel like he'll fit in that way, and I feel like he'll do what he has to do to win this game.
Right. He has a lot of what Jalen Brunson does have in him, that he wasn't ever someone that got a lot of respect because of his personality, maybe. And he does have a lot of that prove it to him. And I'll give him that. He does have a lot of that prove it in his demeanor. You know what I mean? Like he's very like you don't think I could do it? Like, his voice might change. His voice might change a few times while doing it, but I'm saying, like, I could see him. I was watching the interview with him and Shannon Sharp, and because he was on Club Shay Shay, and he's, like I say, he's a very eclectic human being. You know what I'm saying? And you can see, Jelani's in the comments telling me to spell eclectic as if he's not spelling it. Anyway, what was I saying? So, like, he has certain things to his personality where, like, he like, all right, that's cool. Like, he has a kind of, like, it might sound corny to a lot of people. This is the word that I was trying not to say.
Right.
Because I don't consider him corny, but that's what people identify it as, is they can identify it as a corny kind of personality trait, which is, if that's how you feel, that's fine. But at the end of the day, he does have a prove it to him. He's not a kind of guy that's, like, he's just going to wilter away. Like, he's going to come in and he's going to, like, from the moment the game started, he got right to business. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, pulling 4 feet behind the 3-point line. He was not scared, pulled up like it was just comfortable, knocked it down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Getting straight to the basket off the dribble from the inbound. Like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's that's kind of what you want. Like I said, I would like to see more, but I understand his limited minutes. Guys got to get touches, flow of the game kind of thing. So I understand that. But he does have a lot of prove it to his game. I think that's what fits in with this whole group. Josh Hart, same thing. No one ever expected him to be who he was or expect him to be good. Same thing with Jalen Brunson, obviously, as we know. I mean, if anything, Karl-Anthony Towns was the only one that was slated to be anything at all out of all of these guys in high school and college. But I think this is a group of guys that actually fit. And you saw them talking at the half. Was it halftime? They were talking at some point. You know what I'm saying? I think during the timeout. And they were just talking. And you can tell, like, they were just vibing with each other. The way Josh and Jalen are. But that's also, like, Carl's personality. Like, if it was Jimmy Butler there, he wouldn't have been having a lighthearted conversation with him. He was like, you watch the fucking game. Stupid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the mentality, like, they make him feel comfortable. And I do feel like that's something that would allow him to adapt more freely to what we have going on over here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you in the comments, my cousin. How you doing, Steve? What up, Tune? What up? What up? What up? What up? When I'm gonna get my invite on the show, I got you. As soon as this season is over, I mean, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sure we'll work something out soon. If anything, I'll probably put one of these upcoming shows. What I will do is I will be dropping a link so y'all can come up and holler and talk with us for a couple minutes. You know what I mean? So just wanted to get everything going once again. I don't have much time tonight, unfortunately. But you know, just wanted to get on here and talk to y'all about the game. We got to see Knicks basketball, man. That was definitely good. Definitely good to see. And let's get into some IPs. I said put some respect on things.
Well, I mean, you mentioned, you know, people may look at Cat as corny,
Right.
but he gets to it. But he could be both. Like I personally think he's a little corny, only because I feel like he is trying to project something that I feel like he may not necessarily be, and it comes off as odd. And
Right.
so for that, for me, I don't know, from just what I see, he comes off as corny to me. But you know what? I think Drake is corny, but like he's still, you know, who he is.
Yo, yeah, I wish I had a bomb. Like I can't drop a bomb on here. The flex bomb.
And my whole thing is, they're not worried about me. They both of them make more money than me. They're not concerned about what normal old guy, you know, dad. I punch a 9 to 5. Like they're not worried about what I'm saying. So I mean, like it's okay for them to be corny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like I said, like
they do their job.
That's his personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's been corny his entire career. If this is what he is, right?
Right.
He's been corny his entire career. 4-time All-Star. You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably the best shooting big of arguably.
Yeah.
I mean, if we look at numbers,
self-proclaimed,
yeah, self-proclaimed. I mean, if we look at numbers, of course, I mean, he might have surpassed Dirk in certain ways, but let's be real. Like Dirk, Dirk is different.
For sure.
Dirk is different. We got the big bro in here. He came in. What up, man?
I want you to notice something. See what it says on the bottom? Founder and CEO of Guard Up Knicks podcast. Let's go, baby.
Yeah, I saw that. I didn't know what that was for. So I'm gonna leave it blank.
Just to let y'all, just to be clear, I ain't fucking around with none of y'all. Founder and CEO.
Yo, you are hilarious. You are hilarious. Founder and CEO of Guard Up Knicks podcast is crazy. Yo, all right, I'll let you rock today.
Nah, where I edited that in the
back. Nah, go ahead. Nah, keep it up there. I'm gonna hand all the responsibility over to you immediately. You know what I'm saying? So Mr. Founder and CEO, you know what I'm saying? You got the
I'm just one of the hosts.
Look, you see, Mike said Drake got the Spike Lee bike pad on.
Boy, you gotta make sure you wearing it.
You gotta make sure.
We won tonight. Yo, I was in here screaming. I was like, you a bum. He missed 2 free throws in a row.
Yeah.
Who was it? Oh, yeah, no, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Who was it? Washington?
Yeah, it was. Yo, wasn't he a Knick? He was a Knick?
No, they said he was born in Germany and his dad played in the US. I don't think he was a Knick though.
He wasn't a Knick. No, hold on.
We had a Washington.
We had a Washington.
We did have one, but I don't know if he was the one.
Wasn't that the guy who played overseas though? I don't know. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. He was born in Germany. I think he did. But the funny part was how OG was celebrating when he missed. That's how bad it was when you see OG getting emotional.
He was jumping up and down. I'll say,
he was like, "Hey, yo, they gotta do something with Sims."
Talk to me, Dre.
Yeah, what's wrong with Sims?
Yo, Sims is a bum. He's certified.
You gonna shake there?
Yo, Sims is a bum. I'm sorry. I'm watching him. He's running into his man. He don't know where to go, where to be. He just standing there.
He did play for the Knicks. He was on the Westchester Knicks. I was gonna say that he was.
That was.
I do remember in orange.
I don't remember playing in the uniform. For real,
he was on the Westchester Knicks. But
Sims was running into people. He's in the way on the pick. He looked like he has no idea what he's doing out there. You know, he going for a rebound. He's like his positioning is bad. It's like annoying to look at. What's this? His third year? This is like his third year. They had him like.
Yeah, I think he came in after RJ.
Yeah. Yes. Hold on.
Yeah, he got drafted. He was in the second round. They drafted him. They were talking about. He went to the slam dunk contest last year, which was his second year.
Yeah.
Was that last year already?
It was last year. And he did something, Bose. It was this
he
kid.
Did double the two arms in the rim.
Yo,
to pull the envelope out.
Bro,
he looked like he don't really know what to do.
Bro,
he's like super awkward.
Bro, the ripped 50 still is like I can't ignore that, man. Can't ignore the ripped 50. Not a dunk contest, bro. This is New York. This is New York, bro. This is New York. You gotta chill out. You gotta chill out. That was embarrassing as hell. My man did the messed up dunk, took mad long, then couldn't rip the 50 up. Had the paper looking crazy ripped and all that. Hey, what are you doing, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like homeboy just ain't focused. His elevator don't go all the way to the top.
It doesn't. It's like he be there and then he don't.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not doing that today. So we're going back to Cat. Jelani said he's always going to be super corny. Can't fix those jeans, but he can afford to be, literally.
Yeah.
I mean, multiple ways he can literally afford to be corny. But I mean, on this team, like kind of what going back to what you were saying before, Rick, like he can actually be whoever he wants to be and not feel guilty because you know he's on a team that with guys that are going to accept the quirkiness of whatever character traits that you have. You know what I'm saying? Because Jalen's like that. Jalen has his weird listening to Justin Bieber before games and shit like that. That's
putting one sock on, then the shoe, putting the other sock on.
Like, where it's like, I mean, he's just different. Like these guys are different. You know what I mean? Like, and this is a group that doesn't care about your little character traits. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I think he'll fit right in. Like he won't have to like. I think as much as him and Ant got along, there were plenty of times when Ant looked at him like he was a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? Like I could guarantee you, like, yo, I love you, bro, but you a weirdo. You know what I'm saying? But with this group of guys, like,
who's a weirdo?
Cat. What's my Cat? Karl Anthony Towns. You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah. I think he's a little weird. You know, he's a little sugary.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. Like he's on a team with a bunch of guys where they don't care about none of that. Before playing with like Jimmy Butler going like, yo, bro, what you?
Oh, they was getting on him over there. Yeah, they wasn't letting him get away with nothing.
Right
now,
right.
He got a lot of brothers look like he gonna show him a lot of love. He needs that.
He gonna be around guys.
I think it's gonna be if he could be zesty when he wants to, they're gonna support him, and I think he's gonna perform because of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be looking at the rest of the league like this. Yes, and what? I think he's gonna be doing his thing.
Nah, he's
not.
I
told you.
Dre, nah, chill. First of all,
he's gonna be like, yes.
I'm not accepting none of that. I don't care if you bring a ring here.
He's gonna be like, what you said over there? Who just dropped 40? I thought so. That's gonna be Cat. Yo, he's gonna be like, I thought so.
Yo.
Cat,
I can really hear him saying that too. I thought hear him saying that, bro.
Because you see the way he look over his shoulder when he
like, who thought I was gonna do it? Like, nobody.
Oh man, but anyway. He's doing his thing. I like him in the what was it, the media day when he had his interview. I like all his responses. The dude sound like he's mature.
Yeah,
he knows how to deal with the media. I think that's gonna go a long way for him.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna be dope out here in New York. To be honest with you, I really don't care about what his orientation one way or the other. I really don't care about none of that. As with the rest of anybody else in the league.
Shout out to all man. Shout out to all.
Yeah, year 4. So it is year 4. Come on, man. Sims is. That's why they can't get rid of him because everybody see him and they like, what for who? For Sims for what? He could just jump. That's it.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's a guy that knows what Tibbs expects of him, and he's also not gonna beg for more time. So you can just have him at a roster spot. You know what I'm saying?
If we keep Mitchell Robinson, You could get anybody else but Sims out there.
Sims is a space cadet, yo.
He is. I mean, if he's
wild.
saying that, it's I'm not the only one seeing that. That dude is just out there like, I don't know what he's doing, what he does in his spare time, or what film he watching. It don't seem like it matters.
He may just be a jock though. He just may just be like that. Yo, I need to be told what to do.
That's probably why he don't speak much. He know he's gonna come out if you try to speak.
Right. Yeah.
They're gonna be like, they're gonna discover me.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I was hearing him. Sometimes when I hear him speak, he does have a little slurred speech. That's kind of I kind of look at him. It made me go like, "You good?
What you said? No, what was you trying to say? Nigga, have finished. Oh, you don't want to finish?
You don't want to talk no more?" He like, "No, I'm good."
No, I'm good.
No,
How many rebounds? All right, thank you, brother. Thank you. I holla. No, go ahead. We'll take it from here. Good job. Anyway,
Bridges sure wasn't stopping nothing in that first half. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I kid you not. I was looking at both of them, OG and Macau, and I was saying, like I said, it'd be ironic if they like one of them had like a terrible like defending season, but we still did pretty good. But if you look at the numbers, he'd be like, yo, he fell off like steep.
They look like
which one of the guys would that be? Now I don't know if it was just matchups, and I highly, like I said, let's preface it from the jump of the show. I did say, let's just assume that this is preseason. They just wanted these guys to run out there and not do too much, because it did look like they were a step slow, even on offense. Even Jalen, Cat, like they weren't even really trying to go too hard. I think they were not. Yeah. They were literally in preseason form. These guys are definitely in preseason.
Yeah, everybody looked rusty out there.
They didn't want to go out there and tear an Achilles trying to freaking play defense on somebody. So I don't want to put, like I said, this is preseason. Don't want to put too much stock in it, but it is good to see these guys and what system that they're going to run. I think that's really what preseason shows me in particular. So, but you're right. There was a few plays where I'm kind of like, all right, is this the defensive team that I was told about? Like, what's going on here? But, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's preseason. I'm not going to take too much into account.
So what did you walk away from it, though? What did you walk away, like, seriously?
Peace, Izzy.
How did the preseason feel to you? The first preseason game.
The first preseason game. All right, so personally, I loved what I saw from the second unit. That's really what I wanted to see. That was my.
Let me tell you something.
Listen, hold on.
No, let me tell you something.
Hold on. Wait.
Let me tell you something. Go ahead.
I already know where you're going. Hold on.
Where I'm going?
Tyler.
Yo, that boy is gonna be.
Chill out. Hold on.
That boy gonna be special.
Yeah, I knew.
I already told you. When I see him early,
bro, I saw him first clip. I said, "Oh, we good." But anyway,
hold on, right there.
Before we get to Tyler, because we definitely
special.
This is the Tyler game, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know if y'all could hear, but that arena was quiet until like Tyler Kolek went out there.
Let me tell you something.
Then everything livened up. But anyway.
But I think that's what preseason is all about. The B squad, to see how they play.
Because I was looking for the second half. I wanted to see the second. I didn't tune in until about 50-something points because I was watching the Giants game and I forgot when you sent that text with how Cat knocked down the three and then went in for the layup. Yeah. I was like, oh shoot, the game is right.
Yeah.
So I turned it on.
Yeah, that's why I sent it, because I wasn't sure if y'all was watching. Because I'm sure I would have heard y'all saying something. I was like, oh, Dre probably would have said something by now if he was watching this.
Nah, so I was watching.
Good look. Nah, I knew I couldn't catch it, man.
It was a lot going on, but I figured that. That's why, like, I had a lot to do today. The kids wanted to go to the park to play ball and do all this stuff. So I was like, let's go do that way ahead of time. Because I once the game come on, I don't land it. Yeah. So the second, what I really was looking forward to seeing was like our bench is what everybody's questioned. Like, all right, starting lineup, great, cool. But what about that second unit? You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I was looking forward to seeing. We spoke about earlier, Dre. I don't know if you were watching, but we spoke about Landry Shamet, because that's really what the person I really wanted to see get some run with this second unit, because that's the only person on this team that can kind of give us what we were missing with Dante. So getting those pull-up shots, you saw a couple of shots that he was taking, pulling up from deep.
He looked like he couldn't wait to shoot.
He couldn't wait to shoot. Like, he was like, yo, I'm here.
That boy get the ball was like, He was letting them joints go.
He was letting them go.
Yeah.
Some of them was a little off, but like I said, at the same time,
he was rushing. It looked like he had like.
Yeah, that's a streaky shooter though. That's a streaky shooter. That's kind of what happened. You have those games where like, yo, all right, he check. Let's keep going. Let's see what we could get. And that's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if Landry Shamet could bring us something that we were missing with Dante, because I do feel like at least with getting Cat, there are some things that we lost with Julius that we can substitute a little bit in terms of scoring. We didn't lose much on the defensive end with that swap. So in terms of scoring, and in terms of rebounding, you kind of get almost the same. You know what I mean? It kind of balances out. Now, playmaking, you might get a little bit better playmaking with Julius because he gets a little bit into the paint more. But Cat also has great vision, getting drop off passes and backdoor passes as well. So you know what I mean? That's kind of what I was happy to see that happen too. But anyway, I forgot the point that I was gonna make, but I did see a comment that I wanted to highlight. Yeah, Chris Hernandez. He said, I feel like Bridges needs to be more aggressive. How many points he had and how many minutes. So let's get to the numbers. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like the minutes, and that's kind of the conversation I was saying earlier. Is that
Chris got he the only one with an actual picture of himself in this motherfucker. We know who we talking to when we talking to Chris now. See?
Yeah, him and Toon. The only one.
Toon got his picture up there too.
Toon got his picture up there.
How Toon got? We ain't speak to Toon in a minute. Where Toon picture at?
Tune up here. He was there earlier.
Mike Biz up there. You can't really tell what that is.
There
you go. That's right. Tune had that since forever.
Tune got the same.
So we need a new one. That's a 10-year-old picture. You know you look older than motherfucker now. Come on, man. And Jelani too. Jelani got his Tune.
Jelani got his shit up there too.
Yeah. Cuzzo got it. Ricky got his up.
IP Star Wave said, real talk, we have no real enforcer. At least Randall acted tough. Yeah, man. I mean,
he wasn't acting.
You think he was tough?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he was tough. I think he was tough. I don't think that he was really like a tough guy.
He wasn't an enforcer. I can't say he was an enforcer.
I wouldn't say he was an enforcer
because he damn sure wasn't playing. First of all, in order to be called an enforcer, you got to play defense.
Somebody got to be scared of you
on the defensive end. Yeah, especially that. Because
I think our closest enforcer is Mitch.
I don't know if I would call him an enforcer either.
So who's the enforcer?
I don't think we got one.
Right. I think the closest
we almost had what's his name? We almost had Marcus Morris, which
that was definitely if we had Marcus Morris, that'd be the enforcer. But they said they tried to resign him, but he
was like, nah. He said nah.
Yeah, because they had to sign him a certain way and he wanted like a real contract.
No, they had to waive him.
They waived him, but they offered it to him again.
Right, yeah, they had to waive him, and I guess because they waived him initially, he was like, nah.
Nah, I think it wasn't even that. From what I understood, the explanation was the way they would try to re-sign him, he couldn't get like a real contract. It would have to be like a two-way or one of those.
Oh, yes. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, so I guess that I'd say too. You know what I'm saying? And in that case, we did end up with Landry Shamet, which I think probably fills that role a little bit better of that off the bench guy that we need. We do need an enforcer. We do need someone who's going to come in there and lock up and play defense. But when Mitch comes back,
that's what you was
yes. But to have Mitch come back whenever he does, to have him out there with OG, to have him out there also with Macau. I think if you have a lineup with those guys, with Brunson, Macau, OG, Towns, Dorcas, and Mitch, that's a goal. That's
Dorcasaurus Rex says something about Precious Achua, who's a really good defender statistically, but slept on by the Knicks fan base. What he did today got me annoyed with that jump up with the foul at the 3-point line when he fouled Washington.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It was I felt like it could have went either way, but it was a little bit of contact. But that's what you get. And it's like those are like the dumb things. Mm-hmm. It's only preseason that I really don't care. But you know what I don't understand about somebody who loved to play defense is when you're as tall as him, why are you going for their hand or for their body? I feel like with the height you got, you could jump straight up in the air and not even go at their body and just make sure you just need a finger on the ball.
Yeah, you got to be in those. You got to be in those situations enough to know, like, yo, like you can't do that. And I'm sure this is good, like preseason, good.
Right. Let's look at the tape. What you
Go
did.
ahead. You see what you did. You fucked up. I bet. Don't make that mistake no more. You know what I'm saying? Because as you can see, the game could have been over just with that one. I mean, shit, my man. All my man had to do was make 2 of them drinks, but
Yeah, and that's a failure on his part. You get 3 free throws, so you had to miss all because the last one he had to miss on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, but when the way he was breathing before he shot the free throws, I was like, oh, he in trouble.
He looked nervous.
He was like, it's a preseason game. This nigga's in there like this. My man said,
yo,
I was like, oh, this dude's scared. And you know how you can see how they standing there looking at it when it's up in the air? He was like,
yeah.
After he made that first one, I'm like, all right, it's going to be a tie game because he's going to knock down the other 2.
Yeah.
My man shot the second one and missed that one even worse. I was like, are you a bum? Oh, man, I wish you could hear me.
Yo, I ain't going to lie. I looked at it, I said, damn, I kind of felt bad for homeboy. I said, yo, so you really fucked it up, bro.
Don't let me be in the office because I'm going to come out there and be like this. Where's Washington? Free throw line.
Nah, first
free
of
throw
all,
line. Don't do nothing but
I
free
wouldn't
throws.
even said nothing. I'd have had the GM. I'd have dead ass had the GM standing right at the tunnel.
No. Even
just
better.
For him.
Even better. I'd have put everybody lined up with a rack of basketballs by the free throw line and a sticker on the floor that said Washington Jr. I want 100
I
in a
ain't
row.
gonna lie, bro. My man really, he was of the. Like, he said, "Yo, it's a preseason game."
Yeah, it's a preseason game. My man was like,
"He's not gonna get fourth quarter minutes ever now."
I mean, he got time. He got time. That's good. That's the first. But that's what I love about the preseason is moments like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care as far as the Hornets is concerned. But it's moments like that show you what you need to work on, right? Because for him, that was a big deal. That was a big deal as far as like, oh shoot, the game is on. It hinges on what I'm gonna do right now. I thought he had it. You may have missed the first one. I was like, all right, it's going to end. It's going to be a tie game. We're going to overtime. And I noticed they got Taj over there. I wonder if Coach was if Tibbs was upset. Tibbs was upset. I'm being funny, but Taj was over there playing for the Hornets, and they
I did see that.
They also had what's my man name that played at Rice High School? Kemba Walker was over there.
Kemba's over there. He's walking.
He was with them for years.
I think it's a player development or something like that.
Nice. That's dope. That's good.
Yes, that's dope. That's dope. Dorcas Red said Precious Achiuwa was a better defender against pick and rolls in the playoffs than Rudy Gobert, top 4 defender of pick and rolls in the NBA.
He gonna see minutes.
On this roster,
he gonna see minutes.
Especially having the trust. See what I've seen, and I also Dorcas Rex also mentioned that earlier. Where's he at?
Dorcas Rex with a name like that. I got to see your real picture. Come on, put it up, man. I got to see if you're a real Dorcas Rex.
Let's see if you're a real dork. He said, meanwhile, apart from those mistakes, Precious was +9 and outscored every starter and shot more threes than Josh Hart. So one thing I was going to say,
last season or today?
I think. Was that? Yeah, that's a good question. I thought it was today. I thought he was talking about today. If that's the case, what I was going to mention is that in the offseason, I did see him working on a lot of
he said today.
I did see him working on a lot of pull-up shots, and because that's what I wanted. Like,
didn't that drive you crazy? Was that the only one? They kept giving him the ball. He was by himself. If he had a jumper,
Precious?
How much more dangerous? Yeah, they was giving him the rock, and he's waiting. There's like nobody around him. He's waiting to pass it to somebody. That's a jumper right there.
You gotta hit that. You gotta hit that. You gotta hit
it's
that.
It's the NBA. Like, come on. Come up with a jumper. Make him honest. Like that I don't like. I love Precious. I really do. But it was like 8 times they was giving the rock. He up top, like standing there looking around. He not even thinking about taking the shot.
Yeah. Like he said, I think it's a confidence thing. It was kind of like Obi was dealing with a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, shoot it. You good? You got it, bro. Just take the shot.
Yeah, like
now,
if
I also want to know.
Like that, have fun.
What are they saying? What is the?
I disagree.
Now I know Tibbs say.
You disagree?
Yeah, I disagree. I don't think he should.
He don't need a reasonable jumper.
Nah, bro.
No.
Yes,
he can develop a jump shot.
If you're in the NBA,
but he knows that there's better options on the floor. So I think yes, he should look to see who else is there, and then
I told
he can take the shot.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
But check this out. That dude was standing there for like it looked like 3, 4, 5 seconds sometimes waiting.
See, and this is
because now it's like 4 and 5 on the offensive side of the ball.
But that's how it feels like with Josh Hart too. Like I feel like Josh Hart, he get it, and he be looking around, he be like, all right, I guess I'll take it. and I feel like that's just how it is sometimes because he knows that there's better options on the floor.
You gotta be a little bit more scary.
But at the end of the day, though, you can't not shoot.
Yeah, you should have
a
jump
not
shot,
shoot.
But
you can't
gotta have
shoot on the
something.
I don't think
it was a 3-point shot.
I'm not saying go out there and shoot over guys, but if you're wide open,
right,
I don't care if your name is Precious Ashi or Josh Hart, Mitchell Robinson. Like, you know what I mean? You shouldn't be too mad at me for taking a wide open shot.
Right.
If they're gonna leave me, like we play 2K all day. Me and my guys, some guys in here, Jelani, Mike, all these guys, you play 2K. If you are a big man and there's another big on the defensive end that wants to drop down into the paint and help on defense, on the guys in the paint, and he's gonna leave you at the 3-point line, you gotta make him believe that you'll at least take that shot. Because if you don't even take it when you open, I'm never leaving the paint. What am I leaving the paint for?
Because it opens up so much. Because if let's say he made 2 in a row, now the defense nah. Mm-hmm. Now you could fake the shoot, and now you could go in for the basket, and you could dish it out to somebody in the corner if you don't have like a wide open path to the basket. It's just so much that it does, and that's why I feel like you gotta have that in your arsenal a little bit. Off the glass, like something.
I mean, he did knock one off the glass.
Did he?
Yeah, I think that was the only one he hit, right?
Who?
Precious? Off the pop while he was standing there with nobody there?
Yeah, hold on, let me see.
I don't know, man.
Precious. Yeah, he was 1 for 2.
Listen, man. This is my thing, and this is what helps. This is what, word. But this is what helps when it comes to our bigs and our rotation. If you have a guy like Towns, it makes your offense a little bit more deadly. Now, that's another guy you have to get the ball to, but excuse me, it doesn't make your offense a little bit more deadly because your big can't just sit in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like, your big can't just sit in the paint. Your big can't have any lapses in judgment on anything. If I'm out in the corner and I can shoot, that's on you if you leave me there. You know what I'm saying? So when I see a big, now there's some guards, like especially like you said, what's his name out there that just wouldn't shoot it? We just talking about him.
Precious?
Josh.
Guards. Okay.
Guards. Yeah, Josh. Now you got Josh out there. Now it's different with Josh because he's usually guarded by someone who will get out to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, because he's guarded by a wing. It's different. Like, wings are usually a little bit more two-way. They can move around the court. They can get. But a big, if you have a big and you're all the way in the paint and your guy's all the way out the 3-point line, there's less likely of a chance for you to run all the way out to the 3-point line to guard him. So it's like, okay, if you're gonna leave me there, take the shot. Like, the big's gonna take. It's gonna take forever for the big to get out there. You know what I'm saying? But with Josh, it's different. You know what I'm saying? But there were games last year that we saw Josh Hart didn't take these shots, and the defense said, okay, cool, he's not gonna shoot. So let's not even like. I remember when we played the Lakers. I don't know if we lost that game or not. I feel like we might have won that. I don't know how it went last year. But there was a few plays where they said, all right, Josh, we want Josh to shoot. They ran and scrambled around everybody else, and they left Josh alone because there was a few plays where Josh just hesitated, and then you didn't even really have to close out on him. Yeah. So you take yourself out of the game when you do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if the team gives you the ball wide open, if you don't want to shoot it, all right, cool. Now the defense knows I don't have to guard him. Right. We can help out here and here, make it easier for the other 4 guys. So I do want to see these guys, point blank, that's really what I was talking, just the point that I was trying to get to. I want to see these guys get to the point where if you're open, take it. If you miss it, I don't give a damn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't not take an open shot because now the defense knows they don't have to worry about you. You know what I mean? And that's my only point.
Yeah,
so
point taken.
You know what I mean? That's really, I don't want you taking those shots like in breaking the offense to take it. Like, now if Precious just all of a sudden they throw him the ball and there's somebody else open and he just pull up for 3, I'm like, all right, Precious, you wild out.
You know who I don't mind taking the shot?
Who?
I like McBride still. McBride still look good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
McBride, I don't mind campaign. That boy he's gonna be annoying on the defensive end, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm on another team, I'm like, oh, this motherfucker. Like, I love the fact that he's that type of defender. Mm-hmm. Number 3, Tyler Kolek, boy. I think it's gonna get to the point where they're gonna have to move him because he should probably be a starter in this league.
Nah, bro, he got to stay. They got
that boy. Nah, and I don't want him to go, But that boy is his awareness of the game. He just like got it. You know how like somebody just got it. You saw that steal he had. I don't even know how he came up with that steal,
bro. I don't. There's so many.
I was like,
plays.
yo, how did he do that? It looked like magic. He just popped up and was started running the other way with it. It looked like, from the angle.
We were saying that earlier. It's like the poise that he has just from playing college ball and like final, in these tournaments and shit like that.
His passes were crispy and he didn't even do like a lot yet. It just looked like he knew where to be and where to go. He was knocking down shots. He just looked comfortable.
Yeah.
He looked comfortable, and I'm like, he's gonna be. I mean, he got to compete with McBride on time because they play the same position.
Right.
But if they got McBride and him at the 2 even off the bench, because it don't look like we really got the bench. They got some good looking dudes on the bench in terms of like some wings. What's the dude? I don't remember all their names. We still I forgot that we had Toppin in there still.
Yeah.
He could jump.
Jacob,
they played well together in the summer league. I heard.
Who? Toppin and Kolek?
They did.
I love it. If that's the case, I mean, like, go with it, because that right there is, I like that Kolek kid is going to be, I think he's going to be something special.
Tyler's going to be really good.
Yeah, that kid off the bench, man, his shots, the crispiness, his decision making. This dude, it's his first preseason game, and he looked more comfortable than homeboy, like a lot of dudes who has like more experience than he does in terms of on a professional level. He looked better than Sims.
Right, yeah. I mean, and he only played 14 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Campaign out there played. Campaign. All right, let's just put it in perspective.
I mean, they know what they got in Cam, though. You can't really.
Yeah.
You know what you got out of Cam. You had to give this dude.
He's a backup veteran. Just to fill in that role. I don't think they're gonna look to expect anything from him in particular.
Right.
Because if his shot isn't really falling, it's really hard to keep him in the game for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? Campaign. But Tyler Cole
points.
Huh?
I like to see the points right next to the minutes. Like,
right next to the minute. I hate when they put it at the end because now look like he was 14 and 11. But
they put right next to they put what?
He's talking about the points versus the minutes on the screen.
I like it when those two stats are right next to each other rather than all the other stuff in between.
Right, yeah. So Tyler Kolek tonight in 14 minutes had 11 points.
1-1 and 11.
1-1 and 11. You had Cameron Payne out there for 26 minutes. He had 2 rebounds, 6 assists, and 11 points. Now, so there. Who else was it? Landry Shamet, 16 points, 1 assist, 4 rebounds. So that's the guard. He had a
good shooting night though. I think 50% or some shit. What it said from 3? Landry.
I 50%.
I think it was. So and him, McBride had 22 points, 3 assists. If it wasn't for these guys, this game is a loss. Like, obviously, that's going to be the case if you're going to play these guys most of the game anyway. You saw, like, Precious had 33 minutes, Landry had 27, Campaign 26 minutes. So, like, those are the guys that got majority of these minutes. And I think that's because Tibbs really wants to see what he has in these guys, especially a guy like Shamet, because he has to, make sure if he's worth the contract to sign him. Also, Precious, he had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. It was, like I said, it was good to see Precious get out there and have a little bit of confidence. It looks like he feels like he belongs a little bit. Like I think that was something that he struggled
He got something to prove this year. They were talking about him. He was supposed to be in a trade block. It looked like he was going to be moved.
Right,
right. I think he want to show. I think he better. I don't think Tyler Kolek has a whole lot to prove. He got drafted. He's going to prove that he belonged. That boy. First of all, because I called it on Mitch, that boy's something special. I like the campaign thing. Like I like him for his defense. He can knock down a 3. I think he's another one that had a high percentage also. Campaign. I think his percentage was high too. But Campaign could knock down a shot. Precious, I wish had a shot, but defensively, he's out there, put back joints, just smart on the defensive end. Something like that at the end of the game shouldn't happen.
Right.
I'd rather homeboy make it in a 3-point shot or let him go, for a preseason game. But it's necessary.
Yeah. I have this percentage.
Here we go. What Jacob Toppin do? What he had?
Jacob had
He just had that alley oop dunk from Tyler Kolek, I think it was. Was it Tyler Kolek? Nah, it wasn't. It was the other big dude. It was the other big dude that I liked that I saw that looked good. What's his name? What's the other Chuma Okiki?
Okiki?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuma's a little different. Okay. I don't know about Chuma, bro.
I didn't see enough to be like, all right, but he was you know,
looked a little scared. He looked a little scared to take a couple shots.
He was nervous. He was nervous with the service,
he was nervous with the service. I mean, I just Tyler Kolek, I can't. There's no words to describe it. It's not just that he came in and shot those shots and he made it. It was the gravity. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. The gravity in which he did it. You felt Tyler Kolek's presence in the game, just from how he moved, the passes he was making, just getting to his spot, pulling up and taking that shot. I didn't think he was going to be able to take the NBA 3 at this good of a clip this early. You know what I'm saying? I thought there was going to be a little bit of an adjustment because he did have a little bit of a weird shot to me coming out of college. And I was like, all right, it might take him a little while. And he's shorter. It might take him a while to adjust. But, man, he gets to the cup whenever he wants to. You know what I'm saying? He still can get, knock down a free throw. I'm excited for Tyler. I'm really excited for Tyler Kolek. They're gonna have his bird right, so he's gonna be a Knick for as long as they possibly want him to be, unless they can trade him, unless they have to trade him for a star or something like that.
You know who he reminded me of?
He's gonna be here. Who?
Deep in his career, what's his name? He used to play with the mailman over there with Utah.
Oh yes. Stockton. He does.
Yeah.
I said that. He
reminds me of a young Stockton.
He reminds me of a Stockton kind of player, like
one
of those dudes. You ever go to the park and there's that white boy out there and he's just a dog and he just got that like I'm going at whoever's in front of me. I don't care if he white, black, Spanish, whatever. Like it's just that one white dude there. That's that kind of dude right there. Like the Jason Williams.
He's gonna be a fan favorite because of that. You go to a
Jason Williams, he's cut from that kind of not Jason Williams style of play, but the mentality.
Like the foundation, like he got like the fundamental game. I love it. Speaking of which, who put that up there? Was it Dorcosaurus Rex?
What?
He said something about the free throws. Remember I said that in the text? I was like, it's nice to see because when they had what's his name? First of all, I love the fact that Cat went to the free throw line a whole bunch of times. Because that's one of the things that I think he brings when you see him going somewhere, they always going to be on him. He's going to pull a lot of fouls in. But to see a big man that could actually knock down their fucking free throws, man. I think it's something that we never talked about that. What?
Cat, yes. Yep.
Cat knocking down his free throws. It looked like it was nothing. He don't look worried. He missed one that I saw. I don't know how many he actually missed.
I think he only missed one.
Right there. That was it. He just missed the one.
Yeah, he missed that one free throw. And I'm like, yo, look at this dude just knocking down free throws. Like, for me to see that and to be like, oh, snap. This dude could actually knock down his free throws. I thought that was refreshing because some of the games we have, how many games we know we lost by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And that was the amount of free throws that we left on the table.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times that was like a big deal. So if our big man could knock down free throws, it's like nothing. Because that was why what's his name? Bum ass Ben Simmons don't like to go to the basket.
He don't like to go to the basket because he don't want to get fouled and go to free throw.
Is it me, real quick? I know this is besides the point. Is this dude a certified bum also? Bronny Jr.?
I haven't seen too much.
He looking bad.
I'm not gonna expect nothing from Bronny until
how he got there over these other dudes.
Come on,
I give him in February. Like, what are we talking about? Like, come on, we know why he's there.
That he looked bad, and they gave him minutes too.
All LeBron did was rub the little genie bottle.
And that's a shame. It's a shame. He did a layup, and the guy was like, "Oh, LeBron Jr." After he missed like 5, 6 shots. He don't even look like he belong out there. Like that's how bad. Like son don't. Anyway,
he got the jitters, man. I think it's nerves. He gonna be good. If there's one thing that the game of basketball has always taught me is that the more you put in work, you'll be fine. And his dad is not gonna allow him to not put in work. He's just gonna put in work. That's just the makeup of that family. They're gonna put in work. Now, is he gonna be? So this is my ceiling for Bronny. And we can get back to the Knicks. My ceiling for Bronny has always been and this is style, not this is the player I see him amounting to be, but a style of player of Drew Holiday. That's what I see. I see a guy who can press, not even just the quietness, but the style of play of pressuring the ball on defense, athletic, getting to the ball, putting a lot of pressure on the ball, and hitting a shot every now and then. You don't look for him for the offense too much,
right?
But you can hit the wide open shot. You know what I'm saying? You can hit the wide open shot. You can just be comfortable with the ball. You don't have to be a scorer, but just be a guy that they can depend on defensively, because that's where his strength is. I think that's where his strength is, and it's always been his strength.
Was there in college ball.
No, but I feel like what everybody wants to see is a younger version of his father, and they're not the same type of player.
You're not going to see that. You're not going to see that until you see Bryce.
Until you see what?
That's what I was going to say. I was like, Bryce. I think his brother is going to be
his brother's closer to what everybody wants to see from a LeBron.
I'm sorry to take it away from the Knicks, but that he just looks terrible every time I look at it. And like where they get this? Who's this kid?
Is he terrible, or is he just not what the hype is about?
It's the hype. That's really what it is. The hype. He has the LeBron hype, and he's not good. That's the thing that sucks up about his situation, is because he brought the LeBron hype train, and he wasn't LeBron. So it's kind of like.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing. Right, one of my biggest disappointments ever was J.R. Smith. I absolutely love J.R. Smith. I felt like J.R. Smith could have been one of the best shooting guards in history, but he didn't have that work ethic. Right, but he was nice. He was disappointing.
JR's problem was IQ, bro.
That too, but that's all of that he didn't have the work ethic. It just didn't seem like that IQ was if it worked for him.
He could have been in the gym a lot, bro. That brain was.
It's something, but he was like a disappointment, right? So when you look at Bronny, I'm not seeing anything. But I believe if all three of us were in the NBA and we were bums, we would eventually get better if we stayed with it and we stayed in the gym. And our dad was awesome player and he was high IQ.
You know what? Every 90% of the players in the NBA,
their dads is in there. Somebody got a history now. Everybody's dad.
No, but just 90% of guys in the NBA have been that guy at some point in their career. Whether it's high school, college.
This kid was never that guy.
He was never that guy. So a lot of that mentality that a lot of these dudes carry, he just doesn't have. He just doesn't have.
I don't know about
you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. True said Bronny does not look terrible. What does he look like?
I mean, he looks to me. I mean, you talking about what up? That's Alex. What up, Alex? Like I said, I don't want to make this a Bronny show because I'm really
come on, my bad. I don't want to make this. That's my bad.
Take it too long, but
that's on me.
Like I said, he strikes me as a Drew Holiday style player.
Terrible.
And if that's what you're looking for, you shouldn't expect much from him offensively. And I don't expect much from Bronny offensively because that's not the kind of player he is. He's never been that kind of player. You know what I'm saying? He is a kid who thinks through the game, and he's going, like I said, he has a very good work ethic from which he's got from his dad. I think he'll be fine at some point throughout his career. He'll lock in and have a good solid rotation spot somewhere. But, I don't know. I don't think people should expect much from Bronny. Just let him be who he is. I think he's, like I said, a Drew Holiday style player, and you might
come on.
You might have something there.
I feel bad. I got to that. You look terrible to me. That's all.
It's okay. You spoke about what you saw. That's
See,
fine.
Knicks 100 the GMs. He know it. He said you got it right, Dre. He said Bronny bum juice with a soda on the side.
How you need a juice and a soda on the side? Damn, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah, let me get a bum juice and the soda on the side. A Bronny, yeah, one of those.
Let me get a Bronny.
Y'all got any more Bronny? Oh, you want a juice and a bum with a soda on the side?
You got any more Bronny Jr.? Let me get a Bronny Jr.
Yeah.
Yo, all right, so.
Yo, what you talking about? Yo, get him a Bronny Jr. real quick, man.
So
anyway, so who was we talking about before I interrupted
with
that?
Yeah, Jelani said Kolek. He was talking about Kolek. He said Kolek doesn't play like a serviceable play. He play like he knows what the fuck is going on.
What the fuck is going on?
Like he got some late game.
Spell that out, Jelani. What the fuck is going on? He's
gonna be scary later. Yeah, man. I think Kolek is gonna be really good, and that's what to me I was looking forward to in this game is to seeing the second unit. I do want to see the starters get a little bit more into their comfortable flow of the offense. That's gonna come though. I think these guys, you're not integrating just one guy into your system. Like if the Macau trade never happened, then it's just Cat. If the Cat trade never happened, then it's just Macau. But now you have to integrate both guys into the system, and it's gonna take a little bit. It's gonna take a little bit. Sometimes it's not gonna be as smooth, and that's exactly what I expected to see the first game. But I am happy. Our bench look really good, bro.
I mean, who's off the we got the first five, we got the starting five. Trav, what up, baby? We got the first five. Who's our official second unit?
All right, so
who's campaign? A shooting guard?
No, hell no. I mean, I think he's just a guard. You know how Tibbs is.
Yeah, they're gonna move him around. Yeah, point or shoot.
They're gonna move him around. Like McBride is the sixth man.
What's Landry? He's a small forward or power or shoot?
He's a two guard, another combo guard kind of guy.
We got too many dudes at that. Not that too many, but who's our backup? So our we got Precious is our backup power forward.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks at this point that
Jericho Sims as a backup center is scary to me. They're gonna cook him. Unless he do something crazy.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think Jericho Sims plays 20 minutes in a regular season game. And if this is a regular season game and Towns wasn't limited to 15 minutes, I think 20 more of those minutes all 20 of Jericho's minutes go straight to Towns, and that makes 35 minutes in that game. Mm-hmm. I don't see Jericho Sims playing a lot of minutes. That's me personally.
I don't either, but our starting center got to get rest.
Yeah, he gotta get rest when you bring Precious out there. Like we're gonna run small ball. I'd rather run Precious out there and then have OG stay in for a couple more minutes and Macau and split those minutes and stagger those guys than to have Jericho out there for any extended amount of time at the center position. I'm sorry, it's not good for basketball.
I agree.
Have Jericho for any extended amount of time. They'd be like this. How many minutes Jericho got? 2 minutes. Jericho. Come over here. Like, tell me. Let me get Jericho out of there.
Bro, I'm telling
like this.
Right
Yo,
now,
I just got my towels. Go out there, man.
I kid you not.
Garbage minutes.
I kid you not. I don't know how I would deal with watching him as my as if I'm the coach.
Yeah.
I don't know how many minutes I could let him play before I get frustrated. Like how long it would take. Because personally, there's a lot that Jericho can do that he just doesn't do. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, wake the fuck up, bro. Yeah. What are you looking at? Like
he's built like a like you can see how strong he looks.
Yeah.
And he just like they got the joint, he grabbed the rebound and he put it back up and hit the front of the rim like under. You know how like you underneath. He didn't use his length to get around.
Yo, it's wild, but it's wild because there was a play where he actually did the head fake, grabbed the
dude jump.
Did the head fake, and then he went up with the dunk, and hold on, crazy.
He got it back.
Yeah, he got it back and went in. Yeah, he dunked it, and I'm like, yo,
he did the Shaq with the two legs in the air and everything.
Yeah, I'm like, why can't you do that more often? What's up?
Yeah, that's what
if I was the coach, I'd be like, yo, I don't care, just go dunk it on somebody every time. Just try.
I thought that's what he was there for.
But the thing is with Jericho though, and this is what I noticed. He was a high flyer, and he was never he never had paint presence. He had no footwork.
Got you.
So for him to do a drop step into a dunk off of a rebound, he never had that footwork. That footwork was not there ever. That's why we see Jericho. Yeah, he don't got no footwork. His footwork is ass, bro. You see his footwork?
But I just don't understand though. Why isn't that something that's being worked on? Like this is your job at this point.
It is now because he realizes now that this is the only shot I got to have some real minutes. Like Mitch is going until January. Like this is So this is what I was saying last show. You're working on your post game with Mike Bibby. What are you showing me right now? You need to be working on your footwork. What is Mike Bibby teaching? Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Mike Bibby don't know nothing about basketball because Dre, you know, I was a huge Mike Bibby fan.
Yeah, he was in the league.
But Mike Bibby, a point guard teaching a center, what is he going to teach him?
That's the first
like
thing.
You said, you probably helping him with his footwork.
Because Mike Bibby was in the post.
Honestly, I don't know. Why he working. I don't know why Hakeem ain't at. Why he ain't at Hakeem camp.
This is my thing. I think the point is nobody sees anything in this kid. So Mike Bibby's like, yo, bro, all right, somebody gotta help this kid to freak out, bro. Because like, number one, do you see Jericho Sims going to Hakeem Olajuwon and saying like, yo, can you help me with some footwork? He don't even look like he know how to talk. Like I
was gonna say that he looked like he probably wouldn't know what to say. He woke up to him. I can't see you having a
conversation with somebody asking them like, yo, can you help me with my footwork? I can't see him asking anybody nothing. And this is why, like, yo, he could be in the gym all day, but what is he working on that he knows he's developing? And who's out there with him? I don't know. Shout out to him.
That's the scariest thing for me is the backup center position. That's the scariest spot for me.
So look, and Tim, you know, somebody in the comments did say he had 10 rebounds. That's fine. Like I want, if you're out there to grab rebounds, then that's cool. That's really cool. But I do realize that a lot of that playing time did come with the other main center not in the game. So if he's gonna be playing against these you know, the bench guys, then cool. That's the 10 rebounds a game is cool, but we're also, it took him 20 minutes to get those 10 rebounds. We're not really going to see that much of him on a normal basis. I don't see us seeing a lot of minutes at center for Jericho. And if we do, and you're getting us 10 rebounds a game, then that's cool. That's fine. But I just don't see you playing 20 minutes a night. I just don't see you. That's a lot of minutes for Jericho Sims. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got Karl Anthony Towns out there only playing 14 minutes tonight, 14 minutes and 46 seconds. So like that's just my thing. And it's always been my gripe with Sims is there's no aggression. You know what I'm saying? Like even Mitch should grab the offensive rebound and go right back up. Like you don't need to be in a post. You don't got to do a post move to go up with a shot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Grab the ball, go right back up. That one play tonight he did, he grabbed the rebound and he went back up with two hands. Why isn't that a normal thing? Just do that more often. You know what I'm saying? And you're in your fourth year. Like, I shouldn't just be asking you to see you dunk it in your fourth year. Like, that's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get it might be nitpicking, Knicks on it. You're right. I'll leave him alone. Because, like I said, it's Jericho Sims. You're probably not going to see much from him. But I'm happy that he got 10 rebounds for us.
He got 10?
Yeah, 10 rebounds.
That's to say he did something.
10 rebounds. He did, yeah. Like I said, I'm not talking about the rebounding.
He got more rebounds than anybody.
Yeah. I mean, he's the biggest body out of everybody we had on the court playing more than 14 minutes. I can deal with
that. OG got 6 in this limited time. He'd have had more.
Yeah, OG played how many minutes? He played 13 minutes, 14 minutes.
Campaign got 6.
Yeah. Campaign.
This wasn't really a barometer.
Yeah, like I said, it's a preseason game. There's not much for us to see. But what I'm just more I can't say concerned because I really don't give a damn. Because like I said, I don't think he's gonna play a lot of minutes. I'm just concerned about the center position behind Cat. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. I think it's not. I don't think he's
we know
NBA player.
We know that it's not Jericho Sims. We know that they're gonna go pressures, and then if not, like you said before, they're gonna do small ball.
You know what I think? I think that if they put
garbage minutes.
Do you trust Precious as the backup center?
I think he'll play that role.
He'll have to, but
this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I think. I mean, that's kind of what we did last year.
Our second unit is going to be small ball. I do think I think who makes Sims look good. I think it'll be somebody like Tyler Kolek. That'll get him in the game, find him in his spots, whatever his spots may be.
I don't know, but he had that
spots. But I think if you can make it like I think if he could just throw him alley-oops and he's creative enough and he works with them off the on the side with like, yo, be here, run like this, and I get you, I got you. Because that was the same thing with
yeah.
I think that
all you gotta do is run pick and roll. If he can run and pick and roll, like that's
what I'm saying. Like if he runs a nice pick and roll with Tyler Kolek,
easiest play.
Because I just huh?
I said it's the easiest play in basketball.
Yeah, I just think that because if you look at what's his name from over there with the Clippers when it was lob
Jordan
what's his name?
DeAndre
Jordan was. Yeah, I don't think he was like super nice, but like when he was getting all those alley-oops, it wasn't like he didn't have to create any shots. He was getting a lot of points off of like.
But you had to he had to have his head in the game. Like I don't think Jericho got his
head and that's just the biggest thing.
Because you got to look for it. You got to know where to position yourself.
But that's what I mean. If he practices with Kolek or somebody who could pass like that, I think that might get him. Like that'll be something that'll make the defense focus on their pick and roll if they could figure that part out. Yeah. But him creating his own shots, no. But that's what I'm saying. He wasn't, homeboy in the Clippers wasn't super ill with creating his own shot either. But that's one of the things that make him look dangerous, and if it makes him get a little bit more confident. I think that's what's important if they could get him to who? What?
You still talking about Jericho?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he could get him confident.
What happened? Why'd you laugh?
Because y'all still talking about him?
That's not
all right. Yeah.
I was reading the comments, so I lost what I was talking about.
But Shamit did look pretty good. I think Shamit looked like he got a little
concerned about the last pod. You were concerned about Shamit to see if he still got his shot.
And, he still got it, but I just think that they gotta. I think we're gonna be playing small ball in the second unit.
Yeah.
I mean, I also don't see a full platoon swap. You know what I'm saying? I do see there being at least one or two of the starters being out there at all times. If it's, especially if it's a close game. If it's a game that I like, the coach doesn't want to lose a hold of, I can see him keeping OG out here for a couple minutes, or keeping McCall out there for a couple minutes, or Josh.
If it's a close game, nobody's coming out.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Tibbs.
You're right. In that case, but I mean, like in the sense that you're never gonna see. That's kind of like, so if we look at this lineup, right? Boom. Let's look at this real quick.
Yeah, you're right.
If we're looking at it as like, all right, who's the starting five and who's the next five? I'm not looking at it like that, because there's no way you can play Miles McBride, Cameron Payne, Landry Shamet, Tyler Kolek all at the same time. There's 4 guards. There's no way that you can, and they're all under 6'4". There's no way you can make that happen. So the only way in my head that you can make that happen is if you sub out McCall for Jericho. I mean for Miles
Shamet
at a certain point. And then you sub out Shamit at a certain point, and then you bring back in Miles. I mean, then you bring back in McCall for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And you stagger that. I don't ever think we're going to see a full. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see that full swap
unless we up like 40.
Right, and like I said, unless it's a blowout, that's the only time you're going to see everybody out of the game, and then you might see all these guys, Jacob Top and Chumo Kiki, and all these guys playing at one time.
I was going to say, do you guys have any strong opinions on Pacome Dadiet?
Pacome?
I don't know. What position he play? Isn't he?
I think it's.
He got that little thing over the O, so it ain't It gotta be
Pacome. I don't know. He's French, so.
But in that video, homeboy was talking about where they were calling everybody by their middle name. He was correcting them, and I don't remember what the.
Oh yeah.
He's a Dijon.
I don't think they ever got it.
It
sounded like they were saying it right.
It was like they said it right, and he was like, right, Pacome. They was like Pacome. He was like Pacome or whatever it was.
Yeah.
The middle name was. I forgot what the middle name was. Dijon or something like that. I said,
like, what? You're killing my bit. That's what's happening right now.
Yeah, like you're killing everything right now. I don't know, man. I think he can be. He just needs some time. I think he's very raw, very green. He doesn't have. Like certain guys come out. If the only way guys come out of college, or if they're drafted and they come in and they're killing, is if they have like a go-to move. They have like a go-to something in their offense, and he doesn't necessarily have that just yet. He's a young guy though. I do think he has some athleticism to him. He can play defense. He can shoot. He can do a few things. I think he's okay, but he's gonna need some time to develop. I do want to see Kevin McCullough though. That's the rookie that we drafted from Kansas, I believe. I might be wrong. I think it's Kansas. But he was good. He's good. He can score. It's just the problem has always been health with him, even from college. And now he's in the NBA, same thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing those guys, the younger guys, get in there and make some moves. But yeah, Pacome, I don't know. I don't know what to expect from him yet, personally.
I don't know what I got to look at some highlights or something because I don't know what homeboy do. Maybe I see.
That's a good one. Darker Souls rest this. As much as I want to see rookies, I want rookies to see burn. I think Daddy H stays in the G League this year, and I mean, not even as a sign of disrespect. I don't think they're gonna have any opportunity to play unless some guys get hurt.
Right.
I don't really see these guys have an opportunity to play. I don't see.
That's really what they're there for, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, and I don't see Tibbs playing them over Landry, Shamet, and any of these guys. Like I don't see him playing them over those guys. So that's just pretty much it. So okay, what we got next? Who do we play next? We play on Wednesday. Is that right? I believe we play on Wednesday. Let's to double check here to see who we got. What is going on? These ads popping up on my screen as soon as I start trying to touch them. Okay. Wednesday, October 9th. Who do we have? Wizards. We play the Wizards at home at MSG. I can't wait to see that game, man. Just to see, just to see the guys play again. I don't know. I don't care about who's in the Wizards. I just want to see Tyler play again. You know what I'm saying? Because personally, I'm gonna be real. I think there was a point of the game where I wanted to see Tyler Kolek play. So I'm like, I want to see him play. And he really didn't get in. As you could say, he didn't play for like the last 3/4 of the game. You know what I'm saying? He really didn't get in the game. And I'm just like, okay, why doesn't he want him out there? Like you keep running campaign. You know what you have in campaign already. You know what you're getting. So what is it? So when he did put Tyler out there and Tyler like showed out and he kind of like, put a stamp on the game. Now I'm wondering how soon he enters him into the game, the next game. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to now. So see, all right, well, do you want to see him play a little bit more with Landry? Do you want to see him play with one or two of the starters here or there? You want to see him play with Jericho? You know what I'm saying? You want to see him play with, just to see how what he fits, what part of the offense he fits with. I do think he doesn't really go with rookies early until you make them. You know what I'm saying? And I can see Tyler Kolek making him figure it out. Like, yo, you got to add some minutes for this dude because he's a baller. And not only that, he gets the crowd into it. Anybody that gets a crowd into it, you have to play. Yeah. That's just how the league goes. And it's not because of a money thing. Coaches realize how important it is to have the sixth man in terms of like, the crowd out there. Giving you a lot of that support and that feedback. So, if you can affect the team positively and still bring more attention and all that, I really think that he can definitely break the rotation, get some good consistent minutes. Dirk says Tibbs is a dumbass old man and a bum who don't deserve to win if he don't play Kolek for real this year. I ain't gonna lie, if he doesn't play Tyler Kolek, I'll be upset too. If this whole year goes by and we don't see like a
he gonna play him, but he got people who with experience in front of him.
Now, this is what I'm saying.
Tyler Kolek looks like he got experience already.
That's what I mean. Based off of that one game, what we're seeing is now I want to see
special. If he saw what we saw,
I want to see him with campaigns minutes because I'm personally, I didn't see anything out there that made me say campaign has to play minutes. Landry Shamet, completely different thing.
I did.
What you see from
campaign he's a hustler. I think he's annoying on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
he forces dudes to play. You see him with that little the dudes that you play with annoying where they poke the ball from behind you type of shit.
Okay.
He do that little bum ass shit. He does that, and then you know, on the offensive end, he can knock down the three. I just think that he'll knock down some time. We had some games where he was killing us with that extra three, with that extra off the bench. Where he came from, the 76ers?
Yeah, he was on the 76ers last year.
Yeah, he gave us fits over there. I
like campaign. I like campaign.
Yeah, so but he's proven, so he's gonna get minutes over Tyler Kolek.
Well, no, I'm talking about I'm just personally talking about the preseason right now. So like I was saying,
I would love for him to get those. Yeah, let him get them.
You know what you're gonna get out of campaign.
Right.
Yeah.
So at this point, like, all right, cool. Let's see if we enter Tyler Kolek a little bit earlier in the game to play a little bit more minutes with these guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but throughout the season, I do want to see him use Tyler because Tyler does play high IQ basketball. You know what I'm saying? I do think there's going to be some times where campaign is going to be out. Shamit might be out. Jalen Brunson might be out. And you got to have somebody in there to, you know what I mean? Just to give you something. And I think
he going to get minutes. I'm not. I don't think he won't get minutes. He will.
Yeah. His campaign is just 100% confident always in the clutch playoff game situation, but he also airballed and had 3 turnovers tonight, which also is part of my point. You would know what to expect from campaign, so that doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? Like the airball and the 3 turnovers, it's kind of like, all right, well, I didn't expect him to give us, you know, the most efficient game. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like a fire in a pot kind of guy as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
that works with some teams or some games.
Yeah, like I said, that doesn't bother me. But now if we lose the game because of that air ball and them 3 turnovers, like now I want to see a little bit different. Yeah, that's a different story. But anyway, that's pretty much Jelani said campaign isn't campaign without an air ball per game.
That's a bar.
He said campaign. What he said?
Campaign isn't campaign without an air ball per game.
Yeah, that's a bar.
That's facts. He's good for that. He's good for at least one. That's a fact. Oh man, that's pretty much all I got. Listen, man, it was definitely good to see these guys out there tonight.
The chat is always lit. I love them.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Dorcasaurus, Knicks 100, Jelani, everybody who was in here today. IP, Izzy, all of y'all. Everybody was in here with us. I might have missed a few names. I know my man's Fountain the Truth popped in, Trav B, Ryan popped in. But thank y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for coming in, tuning in with us. It's a little late, 10:49 p.m. He got another comment. He said Kolek and Hukporty is who we need to see next game. I do want to see Hukporty.
What the fuck is going on here?
He's one of the guys that we drafted this year. Look him up.
Somebody said that earlier in the chat. Look up Hukporty. I didn't know what they were talking about.
He reminds me of a Fountain of Truth. If he's still watching, would like this. He reminds me of Quincy AC. He also said he came in here earlier. He said
somebody said happy birthday
Quincy AC. Yeah, because I think it was yesterday or today was his birthday. So
once a nigga, always a nigga. We always gonna celebrate your birthday.
Yes, sir. My man. Once a Nick, always a Nick. But yeah, Hukporty's good. Man. He's like he said, there you go. Dorkster's got him. 6'11" center who was the best shot blocker in all of Australia, aka the league that LaMelo Ball came up in. He's a good serviceable big man, especially
AKA.
That's
also known as the league where LaMelo came up in.
I ain't gonna lie, LaMelo went over there. He turned up as a little kid, I think. And it's funny, you see him as a grown ass kid today. I was talking to my man's, and the kid is just tatted up all over the place. It's like, yo, he doesn't even look like he has any more space left.
No more canvas.
Yeah, there's no more canvas. But at the same time, he's young. He's a young dude. He's only 23 years old. But that team
just tearing up his skin like that. Just go ahead, tear it up.
That team is something else. Miles Bridges over there. I do like my Brandon Miller. I think that's Brandon Miller's team.
Yeah,
by the way. That's Brandon Miller's team now. I think LaMelo's really good.
Now, he got a little space. I'm looking at the MSG game right now. He got a little bit right here, a little bit right here. He can still do.
He still got a lot. He got
like on the front side, on the back of his arms, it's all done up. But up here, he got a little space, and up here, it looked like he got space.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That kid looks like he's more focused about everything else but basketball.
He
That's how
looked
it always
nice,
felt
right?
to
He
me.
got a little handle. He looked like he had to be back. Ain't that
he's
his
always
sneaker
good.
they got up on Foot Locker?
I think
Ain't
he
that
just
his?
got.
He
I
got
need
the
him to
Puma.
stay healthy. I want a full year.
They
Give me
said
a
he was
full-
wearing braces,
Oh my gosh.
like leg braces, some shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like
Because
Steph
they
Curry,
showed the sneaker.
Steph Curry has his own specific
Yo,
ankle
how he got a
braces as well.
sneaker?
I mean, most of anyone can get a sneaker now, Trey. Like these sneaker companies, they're making sneakers, and I'm not saying that to disparage the guys. I'm saying there's so many new ways for people to make sneaker companies, and people have sneaker deals and
Nah,
stuff
he
like
got
that.
with Puma. His shit is with Puma.
Yeah.
Oh, he signed with Puma now.
Yo, he got a sneaker on Puma. They just had to release so you could get with the sky blue joints. They blue and white. I don't know, bro.
He's a young up and coming guard. He has that attraction to him in terms
He
of
does. That's why he got
what he is.
got
Yeah,
them sneaker deal.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
My oldest son, he was like, "Yeah, I want some Lamellos."
I like the kid. I like the
I
kid.
said, what boy? You on punishment? All these Jordans out here, and you want Lamellos?
Listen, bro. I don't know. Dork Sir said, Dre, I don't know you that well, but I'm begging you to look up the Ariel Caporti highlights. He says, as a fellow,
Yo, let me look it up right now.
as a fellow Sims hater, I think you'll see what I see. Yeah, man. I think from what I saw in summer league, I like Huck Porty. I don't know how many minutes he carves out in this roster, but if Tibbs throws the ball out there and he goes there 1v1 Sims versus Huck Porty, I'm pretty sure that Huck Porty will bully a kid, bro. He's more of like he reminds me, like I said earlier, Quincy Acey kind of thing. You know what I mean? Kind of has that. Like you said, that's a grown ass man right there. Exactly. There's not some very, very easy way to explain it. So I don't know.
Yo, watch these Huck Porty highlights with me, man.
Watch these Huck Porty highlights. Yeah.
Watch these Huck Porty. Oh,
see, my thing is about him is that he has a little bit of confidence in his game. Like he'll go for that post move. You see what I'm saying? Like that's not what I'm saying.
Why they ain't giving no minutes if he dropping down like that? Did you see that? The little hook.
Wait, he's getting coached by Hartenstein. Ain't that some shit? His dad?
He's getting coached by Hartenstein's dad?
I mean, I'm assuming that's what he meant.
Hold on, where's Huck Porty? Get him in that highlight. Oh! He need to see minutes. And he dunked and ran too.
Listen,
watch
but is that it? Yeah.
Yeah, get off me.
That was the alley. He's just a tougher big. You know what I mean? He sets the screen. He runs right to the basket. And that's one thing about a lot of our bigs that I don't like is they don't know how to run a screen sometimes. That shit bugs me the hell out. Especially Mitch sometimes. Mitch has these screens.
Oh shit! If you put Huck Porty, it looked like if you put Huck Porty and Kolick together.
Yeah.
Like
I love Mitch's offensive rebounder. I think Mitch could be a better screener though. I do think he can be a better screener.
Yeah,
he athletic than a mug. You see him?
Yeah, bro.
Come in New York, get his hair done, he be all right.
Yeah, listen, bro. I'm telling you right now. I think if it came down to it, and this guy starts to show himself in practice, Tibbs would give him minutes. I'm sure he would, but I don't really count on much anyone outside of our rotation playing. Because like I said, I don't even think Sidney is going to play more than 5 to 10 minutes a game.
He's not.
So I don't.
Homeboy look like he got bungee.
Yeah, but anyway, let's get out of here, y'all. It's a pleasure. Shout out to the chat. Thank y'all for coming through and providing us with y'all wonderful graceful presence out there.
Before you go, look at this pass from Huck Porty though. Hold on, before you go, big man passing the rock like this behind the back. You finished for me. Oh, they said he came back. Oh, that was him with the block. He was like, "Yeah, I ain't slick."
Hold on, you was showing me the wrong highlight.
I thought it was with the pass. Hold on.
Yo, nah, we gotta get him out of here.
Look like that.
That's how you know Dre sleepy. It's time to get Dre out of here. He's sleepy, man.
I just want to see what he got.
Time for him to go. But listen,
it look like he got something.
Thank y'all for coming out one more time. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all probably next weekend. I might not see you guys after the game on Wednesday, but I will see you guys tomorrow night on Still Knicks Fans with my guys Bully, Phil, and Eru, the Knicks Nightcap crew. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Found the truth. Shout out to you, Izzy.
Who's that dude with the page on YouTube? The Knicks fan dude. He talk about every trade as if it's actually happening.
I think I know you're talking about, but
he's like, ladies and gentlemen, we have a trade coming through, and this is a big one. Stay tuned with us. I'm like, what is he talking about?
I think that's Knicks Recap. He's cool. He's a cool dude though. He's real cool. Shout out to Knicks Recap.
Knicks Recap. Shout out to Knicks Recap.
He's real cool, man. Shout out to my guy. Knicks Recap, man.
He said every trade like this a done deal. I'm thinking the shit went through the way his stupid. It's like anything he hear, he make a video about the shit. Nah, he in the Knicks community.
Yeah, all right. See, we not.
He do be yelling. I'm like, what are you yelling for?
Nah, man, we're not doing that. That's my man. Shout out to
him. Fuck all that. Why he yelling? Ask him why he yelling then.
Yo, you ask him, bro. He mad cool. I don't know he yelling.
You said he cool. I don't know, son. You gotta call him up.
Yo, Knicks Recap is mad.
Like, yo, niggas was asking, yo, why you always yelling? You want a man and all that shit, but yo, why you always yelling about a trade that actually ain't happening?
Listen, man. Listen. He's doing this thing. He's doing his thing over there. And the Knicks Recap. Shout out to the guy over there.
I had to tell YouTube, don't send me some videos about these trades no more.
Listen, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, no doubt.
Much love. Peace and love.
Yeah.
He say he yelling because he got that Quincy AC.
He got that ex-Nick Quincy in him, boy. Happy birthday, Quincy.
Oh my God, yo. Y'all have a good one, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Once again, we beat the Hornets 111-109. We will be back to y'all next weekend. I think we might have 2 games by that time to talk about. But Wednesday we play the Washington Wizards at 7:30.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get to see a little bit more starting lineup out there, man. Appreciate y'all for coming.
When's the first regular season game?
The 22nd, Tuesday.
22nd. October 22nd?
Yep.
Okay.
Boston.
22nd. Oh, Boston. That's right. Let's do it, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in once again to the God of Knicks podcast. I'm your host, Apollo Rita, Guy Andre Jalil.
I'm the big bro. That's it. You see it?
Big bro. He's not the founder CEO today anymore. I think he changed his.
I'm just the big bro. That's it. I was just fooling around. I'm the big bro, so I get to do that every now and again.
Unfortunately, there's a little bit of fact to that. Go ahead, Cuzzo. Good to talk to you. Cuzzo, you got anything? Any final words?
It should say, what you mean, co-host? You Cuzzo. What you talking about?
All right, next time.
All right, next time. I got you next time.
His birthday's 2 days before mine, so we celebrate. Yo, we gotta go to the Garden this year. Matter of fact.
Yes.
Cuzzo.
No, y'all gotta go, man. Shout out to Madison Square Garden. They always have the best games in the NBA, man. I'm sorry. I've been to a lot of other arenas. Not a lot. I've been to like 2 or 3 other arenas. But honestly,
I'm gonna go to a lit game too. I'm taking Lyric with me though.
Oh man, please take Lyric. Because it was beautiful when I brought the kids with me. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But thank y'all, man. Until into the Garden Knicks podcast. Love y'all. Peace and blessings, man. Until next time, y'all. Holla.
Peace and love. Word up.
Peace.